Hello everyone, welcome to the daily current affair analysis from Veranda IAS. Today, we are going to see or discuss about the important current affair topic from 24th of May 2023. Moving on to the topics of the day. First topic is based on the paradox of BRICS, its new pathway, which is an editorial analysis which can be mapped to GS2, bilateral, regional, and global groupings and agreements involving India and are affecting India's interests. Second topic will be 73% smart city projects completed, which is also based on GS2 governance. Then establish links with 168 unconnected border villages, as said by Amit Shah, which can be also related to GS2 governance and the national schemes. Moving on to the first topic of the day, the paradox of BRICS, its new pathway. Now let us see what is the news all about or what is the context. So in the news editorial, the author itself is saying that there are mysterious ways in which multilateral groupings prosper in wither away at the same time. So in spite of the initial achievements of the BRICS, it has started losing its the sparkle or its valor due to various global and regional challenges faced over the period of time. However, this paradox lies in the fact that numerous nations are still showing the kind of an interest to join the grouping, which showcase a continuing appeal of the BRICS as such. Okay, now let us see what is this BRICS. So you should understand, friends, BRICS is actually an acronym for the groupings of the world's leading emerging economies, namely Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. That is BRICS, that is BRICS. So you should understand that it was first formalized in 2006 during the first meeting of the BRIC foreign ministers, and South Africa was invited to join the BRIC in December 2010, and that is how we formed BRICS. So before South Africa is coming and joining, it was only BRIC, that is Brazil, Russia, India, and China. And after that, in 2010, South Africa was invited to join here, and that is how BRICS started to form. Now let us see about the share of BRICS. So the BRICS bring together 5 of the largest developing countries of the world, representing 41% of the global population. And also we can see that when we see about the global GDP, around 24% of the global GDP is contributed by the BRICS or countries. And also the 16% of the global trade is also happening from the BRICS countries. The chairmanship of the forum is rotated annually among the members in accordance with the acronym that is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. In 2021, India was chairing this forum. Now, what are the initiatives of the BRICS? So, one of the main important initiatives was that of the New Development Bank. So, during the 6th BRICS summit in Brazil in 2014 at a place called as Fortaleza, the leaders signed the agreement establishing NDB with its headquarters at Shanghai in China. So we can see that almost 70 infrastructural projects and more the sustainable development projects are being developed under the New Development Bank's initiative. And another initiative is that called as the Contingent Reserve Agreement. In 2014, the BRICS government had signed a treaty on setting up of the Contingent Reserve Agreement, and this is aimed at forestalling the short-term balance of payment pressure, providing mutual support, and also strengthening the financial stability of the BRIC nation. Now let us see what about the BRICS payment system. So this is to try to create a payment system as an alternative to the SWIFT payment system. So what is the SWIFT payment system, dudes? So we can see that the SWIFT payment system is actually the transactions made through an intermediary bank that allows us to send or receive payments internationally. So what is the difference? So you should clearly understand the concept of this SWIFT payment. So it doesn't actually transfer funds, or it is not even a banking system. Then what it is? But it sends payment, or what it does is that it sends payment orders between banks using some SWIFT codes. Okay, so using this thing called as SWIFT codes, we can see that they are sending or what is a payment order. So rather than actually transferring the amounts like that of a conventional banking system, what happens is here is that they are using something called as SWIFT codes with which they are sending the payment orders. Okay, and also another important thing is that of the customs agreement that were sent to coordinate and ease trade transport between the BRICS countries. Not only that, they have also launched a remote sensing constellation of satellites. That is, 6 satellites were launched, including 2 from India, 2 from China, 1 from Russia, and 1 with the Brazil-China collaboration. So such a kind of a remote sensing constellation have been also an initiative under the BRICS system. Now, what are the challenges faced by the BRICS as a forum. So we can see that BRICS gaining permanent membership in UNSC, that is all the countries of the BRICS forum gaining a permanent membership in UNSC. What is UNSC? That is United Nations Security Council. It seems kind of an unachievable or impossible or an unambitious, seems very ambitious. Why? Because China would never want India to have a permanent seat in UNSC. And also we can see that assertive military power of China, that is the kind of an aggressive behavior with respect to the South China Seas and all this kind of annexation which is being done by China. We can see that it creates a feeling of suspicion and mutual distrust. And also you can see the Ukraine-Russia war, it has increased the dependence of Russia on China and thus pushed India to the backseat. So this China's insistence upon the use of Chinese currency in the intra-BRICS trade has further increased the tension in the grouping also. Now let us come to understand what is the way forward for these challenges. So we or the BRIC countries need to strengthen the coordination within the framework of G20, WTO, World Bank and also other important institutions like that of International Monetary Fund. So under these guidelines, they should also be working together and thus strengthen more coordination. And also they have to be, there should be more strengthened cooperation on macroeconomic policies and also multilateral cooperation between the global leaders of economy. Then these countries should make full use of mechanism including the internet, that is enabling the service for cultural as well as people to people exchanges and cooperation. So under the BRICS forum itself, a lot of people to people exchanges programs are being conducted also in order to strengthen that cooperation between the bilateral or multilateral scenarios or domains. Okay, but let us move on to the next topic, that is 73% smart city projects completed. Okay, so according to the government, 90% of the funds allocated under the smart cities mission have been utilized to date, and about 73% of the projects have been completed. So this is the new context of the news. Now let us also try to understand what is the government saying about it. So further, a smart city advisory forum called as SCAF has been set up at the city level to advise and enable collaboration among various stakeholders. Not only that, a special purpose vehicle was also created to plan, appraise, approve, release funds, implement, manage, operate, monitor and evaluate the smart city development projects also. So this is the news all about. Now let us try to understand what is the smart cities mission. So you should understand it is a centrally sponsored scheme which was launched in June 2015 to transform about 100 cities. So it is also designed to provide the necessary core infrastructure and clean and sustainable environment to enable a decent quality of life to their citizens through the application of smart solutions. So this mission aims to meet the aspiration of the Indian population, especially those people who are living in cities, through various urban development projects. So we can see that this project itself is being focused on urban development. Now let us see what are the features coming under the smart city project. One is the area-based development, which includes city improvement, that is retrofitting, city renewal, redevelopment, and city extension called as greenfield development, plus a pan-city initiative in which smart solutions are applied covering the larger parts of the city. So a key focus areas also include construction of walkways, pedestrian crossings, cycling tracks, efficient waste management system, integrated traffic management system, and also different assessment. So also this scheme assesses various indices to track urban development, which includes the ease of living index, municipal performance index, city GDP framework, climate smart city assessment framework, etc. Okay, now let us move on to the next topic. Establishment links with 168 unconnected border villages, says Amit Shah. So, like, you might feel like it is a very political statement, but why we are taking the news for discussion is based mainly of this scheme called as Vibrant Villages Program or VVP. So, what is this Vibrant Villages Program? So, the Union Home Minister called for special efforts in order to develop connectivity with 168 unconnected border villages as a part of this VVP or Vibrant Villages program. Now let us see what is this program all about. So it is a centrally sponsored scheme which was announced in the union budget of 2022 to 2023 to be completed within 2025 to 2026 for development of villages on the northern border which includes areas like that of Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, and Ladakh also. Why or what is the need of the project? To improve the quality of life of people living in the identified border village. So we can see that let it be any states or let it be any countries, those people who are living in the borders will be devoid of all developmental activities or any kind of progress as such, socially, economically also. So here, so this kind of a program called as Vibrant Village program is exclusively designed to meet the needs and the requirements of the people who are staying in this border villages in the northern area. Okay, so as we discussed, please remember it includes a border areas of Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, and Ladakh. So this Vibrant Village program will be having different action plans, and it will be created by whom? By the district administration. Okay, so the district administration will be the people who will be creating this kind of action plan that is required under this program with the help of Grama Panchayat. That is called as the holistic involvement of the different layers or the tiers of a governance system. Now let us see in brief what is the objectives of this program. So this game aims to identify as well as develop the economic drivers. That is, what are the factors which drive the economy of a particular region, that is including of the local, natural, human and other resources of the border villages on the northern part of our country. Then they are also developing growth centers through promotion of social entrepreneurship, empowerment of youth and women through skill development and entrepreneurship. So it leverages the tourism potential in the northern part, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Ladakh, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. All the states are very, very famous for this tourism purpose. So the potential with respect to the tourism in each states will be leveraged, especially in the border areas, by promoting local culture and traditional knowledge and heritage of that particular region. Then development of sustainable eco-agri businesses on the concept of one village, one product through community-based organizations, cooperatives and also NGOs. Okay, so like this kind of a development of the economically or agricultural and economic friendly businesses, it is not easily possible through any kind of a private players at those kind of a border areas. So it will be only possible with the help of the local culture people who are having the traditional background. That is why we can see that one village, one product kind of a concept can be found only through community based organizations, cooperatives and different NGOs working for the same. Okay, I hope these kind of topics are very beneficial for you. Let us move on to the question of the day. So which of the following statements regarding smart city projects in India is correct? First statement is smart city projects aim to improve the quality of life through the use of technology and data. Second statement says that smart city projects are primarily focused on developing agricultural infrastructure only. Then smart city projects are limited to metropolitan cities only. Smart city projects do not involve the participation of the private sector. No. So we can see that it does not include only private sector. We can see the partnership like that, the public-private partnership kind of seen, and we cannot say that it is only the metropolitan cities which are being involved, and also we cannot say that it is focused only on developing agricultural infrastructure, but rather with the use of technology and data, we are going to improve the quality of life in different tiers of cities in our country. And so the correct answer to this question is option A. So I hope today's current affair topic was really interesting for you and you got some kind of a very good information that will be enough for you to crack the prelims as well as to have analytical background of writing the main answers as well. Okay, so unless and until we meet next time, this is Prince J signing off. Thank you.